I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty, and justice for all. All right, you may be seated. Thank you, Brother Tony. Okay. Miss Mary Mel,
Present.
Mr. Don,
Present.
Billy,
Present.
and Elijah Day.
Present.
Mr. Watley's not here. So. All right. Y'all have a chance to look at October 9th City Council agenda. If so, do I hear a motion that we approve?
Mayor, I move we approve the October 9th, 2023 City Council agenda.
All right, there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? If not, all in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, same as approval for the City Council meeting minutes.
Make a motion.
Got a motion. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? If not, all in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, October 3rd, special council meeting. Do I hear a motion that we approve those minutes?
So moved.
A motion, do I hear a second?
Second.
And a motion and a second. Any discussion? If none, all in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, tonight, I'll entertain a motion to recess the October 9th, 2023 City Council meeting for purpose of holding a public hearing. There a motion?
Mayor, I move that we recess the October 9th, 2023 City Council meeting for the purpose of a public hearing.
I hear a motion. Got a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. All right, all in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, the public hearing is now in session to consider amendments to the City of Clanton floodplain development ordinance as required by the Alabama Office of Water Resource and the Alabama Department of Economic and Community Affairs and the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Do I have anybody here tonight speaking in favor of the proposed ordinance? If so, please come forward. All right, no one here for that. Anybody here tonight speaking against the proposed ordinance? If so, please come forward. Nobody here for that. There being no further discussion, I'll call the October 9th, 2023 City Council meeting back to order. All right. Old business, we've had ordinance number 2023-12, an amendment to zone the district boundaries, changing the present zoning RG Garden Home Residential District to M1 Light Industrial District for property located along Holiday Inn Drive and Big M Boulevard, PIN number 18331 and PIN number 18332, parcel number 14.18.040.001.001.000 and parcel number 14.18.004.001.002.000 for property owner and applicant Central Alabama Cooperative Services Incorporated. The first reading was September the 25th, 2023. Our motion will adopt this ordinance number 2023-12.
Mayor, I move we adopt ordinance number 2023-12.
I hear a motion. Do we hear a second?
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? If none, Jonathan? Yes.
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 All right. Ordinance number 2023-13 to exempt certain covered items from municipal sales and use tax during the last full weekend of February, generally referred to as the State of Alabama Severe Weather Preparedness Sales Tax Holiday. First reading was on September the 25th, 2023. I hear a motion we adopt this ordinance, number 2023-13.
I'll make a motion.
Got a motion, do I hear a second?
Second.
All right, Jonathan? Yes.
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 Okay, now, under new business, resolution 2023-10-09-01 for consideration to accept the lowest responsive and responsible bid for Donahue Chevrolet LLC. Their motion will approve this resolution.
So move.
All right, do you hear a second?
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? If none, all in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Resolution 2023-10-09-02 for consideration of authorizing an easement agreement with Alabama Power Company. Do I hear a motion to approve this resolution?
I make the motion.
Got a motion. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Any discussion? If none, all in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Number 3, Resolution 2023-10-09-03 for consideration to approve an invoice from Midstate Construction LLC for roof repairs, improvements at the city-owned facility referred to as the Wright Building. Do I hear a motion to approve this resolution?
I make that.
Got a motion? Do I hear a second?
Second.
All right, motion and a second. Any discussion? If none, all in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, y'all fasten your seatbelts. We finna get to read for a while. It really is anyway. All right, ordinance number 2023-15, adopting the City of Clanton floodplain development ordinance as required by law. Tonight will be the first reading. Billy, if you will.
Yes, sir. Ordinance number 2023-15. The National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP, is managed by the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA. Communities are not required to participate in the program by any law or regulation, but instead participate voluntarily in order to obtain access to NFIP flood insurance. Communities that choose to participate in the NFIP are required to adopt and enforce a floodplain development ordinance with land use and control measures that include effective enforcement provisions to regulate development in the floodplain, resulting in reduced future flood losses. FEMA has set forth in federal regulations the minimum standards required for participation in the NFIP. However, these standards have the force of law only because they are adopted and enforced by a state or local government, referred to as an NFIP community. Legal enforcement of the floodplain management standards is the responsibility of the participating NFIP community, which can elect to adopt higher standards as a means of mitigating flood risk. The City of Clanton, Alabama agrees to adopt and enforce this ordinance, which meets or exceeds the minimum standards of the Code of Federal Regulations, Title 44, Section 60.3, in order to participate in the NFIP and have access to federal flood insurance and other federal assistance. It is the purpose of this ordinance to promote the public health, safety, and general welfare, and to minimize public and private losses due to flood conditions in specific areas by provisions designed to, number 1, require that uses vulnerable to floods, including facilities which serve such uses, be protected against flood damage at the time of initial construction. Number 2, restrict or prohibit uses which are dangerous to health, safety, and property due to water or erosion hazards, or which increase flood heights, velocities, or erosion. Number 3, control development, including filling, grading, paving, dredging, and all other development as defined in this ordinance. Number 4, prevent or regulate the construction of flood barriers which will unnaturally divert flood waters or which may increase flood hazards to other lands. Number 5, control the alteration of natural floodplains, stream channels, and natural protective barriers which may influence the flow of water. The objectives of this ordinance are to, number 1, protect human life and health. Number 2, minimize damage to public facilities and utilities such as water and gas mains, electric, telephone, and sewer lines, streets and bridges located in floodplains. Number 3, help maintain a stable tax base by providing for the sound use and development of flood-prone areas in such a manner as to minimize flood blight areas. Number 4, minimize expenditure of public money for costly flood control projects. And number 5, minimize the need for rescue and relief efforts associated with flooding and generally undertaken at the expense of the general public. Number 6, minimize prolonged business interruptions. And number 7, when asked for assistance regarding flood risk, ensure that potential home buyers are aware that a property is in an area subject to flooding. Ordinance number 2023-15 is available for review during normal business hours in the city clerk's office and will likely be considered at a future city council meeting.
All right. Thank you, Billy. All right. Do I hear a motion to suspend the rules for immediate consideration of ordinance number 2023-15?
Mayor, I move to suspend the meeting rules for immediate consideration of ordinance number 2023-15.
All right, we have a motion. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All right, Jonathan? Yes.
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 Okay. All right, do I hear a motion we adopt ordinance number 2023-15?
So move.
Got a motion. Do I hear a second?
Second.
All right, Jonathan? Yes.
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 Okay. All right, anybody got anything they want to add tonight? I'm going to have to quit talking so much. You wear me to death. All right, if any public comments? If none, all right, do I hear a motion we adjourn?
Make a motion.
Got a motion, do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, go home. Thank y'all.